Hi, this is Jason from Horrific Nightmares, and it's Saturday. Slashback Saturday. This is a segment created by my very good friend, Joe the Horror Man, where he picks a theme and we watch a slasher film and do a short review. This week's theme is movies inside of movies, or television shows inside of movies, or video games inside of movies. And that's pretty subjective because you can pretty much do you can do a lot of slasher movies as far as that's concerned. I mean, just think about it. Halloween 2, they watched Night of the Living Dead, even though it's a short clip. The list goes on and on. This week I decided to do something that's not really very original, but is a movie that I've been wanting to check out again because I haven't watched it in a bit, although I've seen it quite a few times. But I chose Killer Party. Now, Killer Party is a 1986 film that runs 91 minutes and is directed by William Fruet. Now, he was responsible for Funeral Home, which is also a favorite of mine. Doesn't get a lot of love, but I've always enjoyed the film. Spasms, which has been years since I've seen. A film called Blue Monkey, which I heard was getting a Blu-ray release, and then nothing kind of ever materialized. But that's a really fun creature feature. And Search and Destroy, which I remember watching. It was either on HBO or Showtime when I was really young and staying over at my cousin's house. I used to watch that a lot for some reason. Good movie. Still need to pick that one up. Anyway, Killer Party stars Martin Hewitt as Blake. He was in Alien Predator and Nightfire. Ralph Seymour as Martin. He was in The Relic, Ghoulies, and Just Before Dawn. He actually plays the main character's friend that's always taking the pictures in Just Before Dawn, because I actually watched that the other day. And Elaine Wilkes as Phoebe. She played in Blind Date, 16 Candles, and My Chauffeur. Now, the opening weekend, this film made almost $200,000, which I think is pretty darn good for an 86 film. It grossed about close to 700,000, and basically faded away into obscurity. Then it was kind of brought back by a lot of horror fans. I know this is one of a lot of people's favorite underrated movies. So much so that it's not really considered an underrated movie anymore. Not that it's overrated, but most people know about Killer Party. Now, the plot is very simple. 3 sorority girls are looking to pledge in their sorority. One of them's kind of a jokester. The other one has strange visions. Not visions, but she has strange feelings about being in the house. It turns out she gets possessed, as a lot of the kids at the party when they're pledging get picked off one by one. That's kind of a roundabout way of explaining it. How this fits into this week's theme is yet another situation altogether. This has probably one of the most interesting and creative openings of any movie I've ever seen. I remember the first time I was watching it, literally saying, "What am I watching? It's crazy." This movie starts out as a film that's being watched by teenagers who are actually on the set of a music video. And the band is White Sister, and they're really called White Sister. I didn't really do any research on them, but the the song they play is very 80s metal, and I'm not going to use the derogatory term that I hate so much. I refuse to. But yeah, it's very 80s metal. And then the music video is on a television that the sorority girls that are pledging are watching. So it's really a movie within a music video. No, it's a movie within a music video within a television show within a movie. Yeah. So, or something like that. But I think one of the reasons this sticks out in people's minds so much is not only the creative beginning, but the fun in the kills. Now, here's some interesting things about the film. This was actually filmed at the same university as Urban Legend. I didn't know that. I thought that was pretty cool. Now, when it was released, this I also found kind of odd and interesting at the same time, because the song that White Sister sings in the beginning is the April Fools. So that when this was released, the title was changed from the April Fools to Killer Party, because they feared it would be confused with April Fool's Day, which was released at the same time. Unfortunately, well, fortunately or unfortunately, depending on how you look at it, April Fool's Day was I really liked it. It was a fantastic film. I didn't care for it the first time I saw it, but it really grew on me over the years. But this is also a fantastic movie that was definitely worthy of more attention. Now, I did read, since some of these kills in the film kind of take place off screen, like you kind of see it, but there's not a whole lot of blood. There is a longer cut of the film, which I do believe they said no longer exists, but the MPAA made them cut a lot of the excess gore out of the film. So unfortunately, we will probably never get that. Here's something I thought was kind of interesting and kind of how I'm going to end the video. This is actually a burn on demand. Most people know that. The two films that came to mind that were burn on demand, that were slashers that I really liked, one was Night School, and the other one was, of course, Killer Party. Night School got a Blu-ray release. Killer Party has not. Now, don't get me wrong, the picture on this is fantastic. The transfer is gorgeous. I've had this for quite some time and never watched it. But the transfer is gorgeous, the sound is fine, everything in the movie is done really well. But boy, would it really be nice if we got a Blu-ray release of this on a press disc, not a made-on-demand, which, hey, at least we have the movie, but it would really be nice to see this in high definition. So, but this is the remastered edition of Killer Party. Have you seen Killer Party? If not, what are you waiting for? This movie's awesome. Now definitely check out Joe's video, where we're going to find out what he picked and what our theme for next week is. And if you like what you see in here, hit that like button and subscribe. And until next time, peace.